Welcome back. Assuming, of course, that you are actually here for the first episode. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen it, you should probably go back. Otherwise, you're going to be missing some really important story beats. But as I was saying a moment ago, welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. And as seen in the previous video, apparently I am the one. That's all you need to know. Let's go. Actually, I do want to have him shapeshift again.
Together we stand.
Okay, now he's acquired his ability to bite. He should have one. Oh yeah, that's the thing we got. Actually, hold on. Inspire Rage Accept effect. Yeah, that's fine. You can move through a threatened square without provoking an attack of opportunity by using acrobatics, but you move at half speed. Coup de grace. Charging is a special action that allows you to move up to double your normal speed and attack during the same action. You must move before your attack, not after. Sure, why not? I also want to see, again, remember I've played this before. I've played a Pathfinder game before. I just haven't actually played a, how do I put it? I haven't played it recently. At all. It's still installed. I look at it every now and then, but my eyes just sort of glaze over when I remember where exactly I left off with that. And we were in a rough spot there, so I haven't touched it since. Well, in a while. Is there anything else? I really need a ranged weapon. That's important, but aside from that, I do want Demoralize on here. That's not limited either. You can use your Persuasion for Intimidation to cause an opponent to become shaken for a number of rounds. This condition doesn't stack with other shaken conditions to make an affected creature frightened. The DC of this check is equal to 10 plus the target's hit dice, plus the target's wisdom modifier. If you're successful, the target is shaken for 1 round. Okay, that's fine. What else do we have? Okay, these are all of the spills. I was going to call them spills. What the frick is wrong with me? Okay, now remember, Morrow's character is built around the idea of cultivating a group of people around himself and essentially being the tactician. He's not really meant to be doing the fighting. He's just meant to help everyone else be better and direct them as the fight progresses. Flare, what the frick? Creates a burst of light. If you cause the light to burst in front of a single creature, that creature is dazzled for 1 minute unless it makes a fortitude save. That is actually pretty dirty. What is this, though? Divine Zap. You unleash your divine powers against a single target. The target takes 1d3 points of divine damage. I still faintly remember what that actually means from the tutorial that explained it in the previous episode. But I just barely remember it. Like, I have a sense of it, but I can't remember it word for word. And this is Daze. Clouds the mind of a humanoid creature. This is one of the things that I really wanted for Morrow. I wanted him to be able to subjugate his enemies. The original idea was to have him subjugate them and then turn them into allies, even if only temporarily, who he would then kill because they're really enemies. But being able to, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll go with crowd control. Being able to crowd control is actually really important, and a bigger focus of the build as a result of not. Wait. Cool. Okay, so let's.
Godspeed.
Well, we're not doing it. We're not doing it like that. Yeah, I know about the combat. Well, it's got a big old butt, and it's going to die.
Do not waver.
Oh, that is spectacularly bad. Oh, right. I should probably explain what's going on here. The game is not in turn-based mode. It's not in turn-based mode because I am playing the game via GeForce Now. That way I can bring this game to you guys with smooth frame rates and the highest fidelity that will probably not translate well because YouTube compresses videos like trash. Also, I don't think I'm actually recording at like 60 frames a second, so there's that. I need to switch this back to where? Down here? Yeah. Didn't we turn on some other things? Do some sound stuff as well? Oh yeah, this. Whatever, we'll leave it there. Leave that. $80 magic chance. Probably the same. I think it's a bit too low. That'll make for some awkward editing to find out I'm actually way too loud in comparison to the game's audio. What else? Wait, is my difficulty changed? No, it's still chord. At least that's stuck. What else do we have? What else changed that I need to turn? Don't need to pause when a hidden object is detected. It's not really necessary. Yeah, I think this is all good. Okay, we're fine here. Oh man, that was awkward. So let's see how much... Oh, right. I actually wanted to camp. I realized why exactly after recording that video, I think it was yesterday in fact, so that would have been like the day before yesterday when we recorded it. Anyway, yesterday I realized why she was missing so much. She's missing a whole lot because she's got the penalties from having to lift the rubble off of what's her face on her own. It's not Camellia, not Seela, not Windwog, not Lan, Anevia. So, because she pulled the rubble off of Anevia on her own, she suffered stat penalties. So, she's having a rough time in a fight. You know, being the frontliner. She hits nothing. Ever. Why the frick am I controlling... Oh, that's Lan. That would explain it. Oh, good. I probably want to take his weapon from him. Maybe.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Ooh. Oh, they obliterated the others. Like, there were 3 of them. One exploded, and this one just stayed. Oh, that's gross. Yep, no matter how you slice it, that's nasty as frick. Okay. I can't check them for loot, right? No. So no matter how you slice it, let's go ahead and do that. So let's see if we can set up camp. I cannot rest. Anevia, please. Now, it is extremely bright outside. I think it's, what, 4 o'clock or so in the afternoon, so I'm having a rough time. That said, we've got some rubble that we can head across. I'm trying not to do the Macho Man Randy Savage voice. I'm really trying. But I also don't want to miss this opportunity if it could mean loot.
The mongrel did it.
Good on him. I don't know if this is actually going to result in any loot, but I will take the XP if we get to kill something.
Defeat is not an option.
These are earth elementals. We might have a hard time here. Okay, we've got our frontliners set up. In fact, let's actually see what we can do to help her out. Everything just... No, that's why there's nothing on this list. It's because this is Windwog. Okay. I'll move her up. That's about it. Do I have anything useful? Actually, I do want to take these items off of her. Just to put them into our general inventory. I think I could raise the... I typically lower the master volume to 50. But I think I can raise that a little. maybe I really wish I could have her set up oversight from here, but crazy spider cat lady can't do oversight in this game, apparently. Not as far as I know, anyway. Maybe there is a skill for that in one of the ranger trees, but I wouldn't know. You know, that was... I don't know if that was supposed to be intimidating or what. And with the lack of music, it's just like... There we go. Okay, some of the tension is back now. Okay, so he's supposed to have a bite. Also, he's got the ability to do this, but he's only got a limited use of... No, this is not him. It's her, Camellia. Right. Yeah, she... What else does she have of the unlimited use? Virtue. With a touch, you infuse a creature with a tiny surge of life, granting a temporary hit point. Okay, swift free. Yeah, no, we'll just stab.
I'll cut you wide open.
Or, you know, miss. Because screw me, right? Alright. I would love to try and get this, but he can't do it with her in the way. So, screw me again. Ooh, if I throw the snowball, that's his entire turn. I'd prefer to use this when behind an enemy. I wonder if we could rest here. Frankly, it's probably best if I just focus on attacking rather than trying to be sneaky breaky. Also, this only affects one creature at a time. That's fine. That's fine, right?
Do not hold back.
Good job. At least someone here is useful.
You won't survive me.
She just can't do anything with her stat penalties.
Did I mess up again?
What the frick is that?
Did I mess up again?
That's weird.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
The Inheritor is absent. This guy's turn is coming up, so we'll donk him.
They'll beg me to stop.
Okay. It's pretty easy to forget how much of these kinds of games end up being a miss simulator. Thank you for being useful. Thank you. Good God.
The spirits demand your blood. You are today's sacrifice.
Strike as one.
Oh, and he went with the bite, so I can have him as a result of having the bite as one of his attacks. Granted, he's not going to have access to that once I get him a ranged weapon, but while he has a melee weapon, he has 3 attacks. Interesting. Presuming he doesn't actually move on his turn. Please be useful, Lan. Lan is the hero we need. They can keep Windwalk. We will take Lan. What else
I
does...
am yours to command.
There's a bit of attitude with that, but thank you. I need... just any kind of ranged weapon would be nice. She's got 2 bows. No, it's the same bow. That's my mistake. She's got the buckler. And this is a short bow. That's... Still want to take it off and see. I don't think Morrow has... No, he doesn't have the talent to even equip. Bows are a foreign object to him. How unfortunate. I will take some of these off of you, though. What even is your class? Why do you have more... No, Morrow has... Anyway, it's easy for me to get distracted in all of these details, but... For all that it matters... There we go. Actually... being in the back, you don't really need armor, so... Why is everyone at the same experience level? I mean, I get why they would be at the same... No, it doesn't even make sense for them. It'd make sense if I was level 2 when they were level 2. But not have... I'm just going to move on before I get completely lost in pondering these unnecessary details.
Now, what is that?
Dead body. Wand of Cure Light Wounds. Can we rest here? No.
We will win this war.
Okay, so she's suffering from fatigue. She can't charge and takes a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity. So, yeah. And they really won't let us rest down here, which is understandable. So, we'll have to put up with her not being able to hit a goddamn thing to save her or anyone else's life.
Let us press on.
God, I love Morrow's voice. Let us press on. There's something insectile further up. Something with wings. Oh, great. It is a giant fly.
March ahead.
The frick was that sinister sound I just heard?
Save the last one for me.
I'll rip you apart!
You'll miss and do nothing with your turn as a result. Wait, I think it had... No, it doesn't make sense because the Nevia keeps hitting shots through everyone else. Is it a Nevia or a Nevia? Wait, she got hit. What is this madness? Dismiss. Alright, we do have this. This heals for... Didn't she heal for like 7? How much are you missing? Less than 7. I'd rather not take any chances. Now, Scroll of Light Wounds I could get... I don't know. Fine. Just to be safe. So she can't even move now. Oh, whatever. I hate how she's completely useless right now. It's like I have her in the defensive stance, so it makes her harder to hit, which is fine, but doesn't make her stop sucking. I can't make her defend harder, so she basically just gets to stand here and, well, unless I give her items, but could work. Yeah. So we have that option. We can give her items and have her use that to preserve her own life. Oh, freaking brutal. But of course she moved, so she only gets to shoot once. This thing can poison, so I actually want it gone first.
Make every strike count.
I don't like that.
No match for me.
Well, you did get a kill, so I'll let you have your moment of celebration. You're still trash, though. Well, no. Everyone else that's attacking your melee is trash. Why are bows so much better?
Go for their hearts!
'Attack!
2, 3 misses. 3 freaking misses in a row. You can't be a hero if you miss 3 times straight. You just can't be. You're literally not allowed to be a hero under those circumstances.
Light, take you!
Thank you, Anevia, for being the only useful person here. I keep saying it, but it doesn't stop being true.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
They'll beg me to stop.
I'll cut you wide open.
Oh, hey, she landed a hit. Okay. I really can't have this guy missing 3 attacks in a row. Please hit 1.
We shall overcome.
It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. I wish I was joking. That's just embarrassing.
Into the fray. No glory without risk.
Anevia, please. Well, he gets to attack twice, so I want him to do that.
You won't survive me.
Before we read this, I want to be clear about something. I remember from the previous Pathfinder game that I played that there is a rule where an ally attacking, with a bow or ranged weapon of any kind, I would imagine, an ally attacking through another person in their party to hit an enemy receives a penalty of some sort on their attack roll or accuracy roll. Either way, there's a higher chance of missing if you're trying to attack an enemy past your allies. So I really, really, really need to better arrange these people. Now, for attacking, we have here every attack during combat entails the following calculations. First, the attacker makes an attack roll and compares the result to the target's AC to see if the target was a hit, see if the attack was a hit or a miss. If the attack hits, the attackers make a damage roll to see how much it deals. Anyway, attack is an attempt to harm an enemy during combat. To make an attack roll, you roll a d20, and then add various bonuses and penalties from the equipped weapon, various abilities, active spells, and other factors. The sum of all these numbers make up the attack roll. For example, in the last combat, your character Windwag attacked the enemy Young Fly and got a 23. Let's break down this result. Rolling the d20 resulted in 15, attack bonus plus 8, with a base attack bonus of plus 1, dexterity plus 5, enhancement from the Hunter perk plus 1, and another enhancement from the point blank shot of plus 1. And of course, the armor class is the statistic that designates how hard it is to damage a creature, be it thanks to heavy armor, nimble evasiveness, protective magic, or something else. To overcome the AC and damage the target, you need to make an attack roll and get the result equal or greater than the target's AC. It's like all of the enemies in this area have high AC, like ridiculously high AC, and everyone. And it feels like everyone on my team, aside from Anevia, is using a 6-sided die. I need to be rolling a 20-sided die in order to get higher than a 17 roll, but I'm rolling a 6-sided die, so I can only ever get up to 6 at max, and it's so obnoxious to spend half of a battle not doing anything. What's the other one they have? Damage. Do we have anything of interest in this area aside from the corpse? Corpses. Crossbow. Great. Still something I cannot use. And bone meal. So. Oh, it all goes the same way anyway.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
I need you to cast light on this otherwise useless individual. Now we can see.
The heartbeat quickens.
We'll position these guys out here where it'll be harder for them to fail me. The frick? Why can't... How do you not have a line of sight on that thing? Yeah, no. We'll wait. I guess we'll move up. Move land here.
Endure this!
Nice land. Very good. Ah, dang, there was something I could have had her do. Critical hit, worth 1 damage. You know what? We'll take it. You summon a soothing light, warming the hearts of your allies and obscuring the vision of your enemies. Every ally in a 20-foot radius gets 1 temporary hit point for 1 hour, and the enemies become dazzled for 1d4 rounds. Really, the only ones we need to have this on are these guys up front. And since I fully expect him not to land a single hit, he'll cast it. One moment while I check to see if that actually worked.
No match for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It says I used it, but it didn't actually say whether or not it worked, so based on the glowing, I have to assume that it did.
I'll rip you apart!
Huh. Glorious. Who's attacking now? Camellia? Oh, that's unfortunate. You're behind her.
The spirits demand your blood!
And very, very close.
Make every strike count.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
How dare you be able to hit that hard? Great, this spider can't be shaken. I know there's a pop-up that brings up that information, but I have no idea where the frick it is right now. There. Ah! See what your party knows about a creature, press Y or the inspect button.
Do not hold back.
Okay, it's still dazzled. It's unable to see well because of overstimulation of the eyes. Nice. We did a very good job and I am proud.
Strike as one. Attack.
Oh right, I did the failed demoralize because it can't be shaken.
They'll beg me to stop.
Oh, we can loot. Oh wait, no, we can't loot these. Stop that. I was hitting R, that's what happened.
That is quite a discovery.
Still no ranged weapons.
Our path leads on.
Just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Windwalk glances at Lan, who is fixing his slipping bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you, don't show the light of heaven to Saul. I'm very interested in why. I would like to know why you would want me to not show him the light. This might tell me more. But so Land's sure that the light should be shown to the mongrels, though. Windwalk grimaces and a guttural husky snarl unfurls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. But the kids... I do want to save the kids, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Sol is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Land's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them, or whatever's left of them, without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find a way out to the surface. She's not wrong. You guys would, well, it would have been only, yeah, this is going up Tuesday, so 1, 2, 3-ish days have passed since you last saw the first episode, assuming you even did. In which case, to refresh your memory, in plain words, she's right about everything she said. Lan is basically more focused on playing the hero than worrying about the consequences of his actions. Granted, he's looking at it like if we don't go save the kids will die. But again, she's right, the kids were stupid. The moment the ceiling of the little cavern started shaking, the kids ran out into the maze thinking they could finally get up to the surface and, I suppose, live up there or something. Clearly they didn't think it through, and she's right, Lan wasn't either. And with Morrow being the one who has to decide, he acts rationally. We don't have to decide here, but we will have to decide. Windwalk nods. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. Leaving a location. Yeah. I get that much. I will say, quick loading screens are nice, but we are also underground, so there's no telling how that's affecting it. Morrow and Camellia are encumbered. But why? That would be this. Oh, great. Why is he encumbered? He doesn't... What changed? He doesn't have anything extra on. Why is he magically encumbered? Maybe that'll be better. Now, let's see. Well, it put us just under the weight limit. He's retarded. He literally can't carry anything. Like he has glass bones or something. And who else is encumbered? Camellia. Camellia is her. Like she doesn't have anything on. Why is she sudden? Oh, I guess because they haven't been able to rest yet. That would probably have something to do with it. So it's a result of fatigue more than anything else, because there's literally no other explanation for it. Nothing I can do about that. Super fun.
I will guide us.
Who the frick? Oh. It's their people. Well, I'm busy trying to make sure I don't miss any loots. But I would hate to miss an opportunity to solve any quests. We also have... We'll probably also be given an opportunity to rest as well. So maybe our frontline tank won't suck so badly. It'd be nice, no? And don't worry, I still haven't forgotten to wonder, or forgotten to ponder whether or not we should show the light. Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white eyeless fish, while others are preparing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. A heavy-set, aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way toward you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders, eh? In time sharp on us indeed. Chief Soul, we found the Angel's Sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Naturally, Land points at Morrow. He had a vision, and now the Angel's Sword, together with the Light of Heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can go save them. Soul raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Lan, always dreaming, always talking. Too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Soul eyes you up and down. An uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Land trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Land? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Windwog stares at you intently, like a cat watching a bird, and shakes her head in warning. Why would I ever ask if there's someone else from the surface here? Also, by the way, over here we have another tutorial on dialogue options being restricted by mythic paths. Throughout the game, you will occasionally encounter colored options marked as associated with a specific mythic path. These are dialogue branches that embody the spirit of a particular manifestation of mythic powers. In the early stages of the game, these options must be selected in order to gain the opportunity to set out on the corresponding mythic path. Once your mythic path... God, trying to say that with a dry mouth is a nightmare. Once your mythic path is set, unique alternatives, inaccessible to other mythic paths, will become available to you. Now, allow me to show you Morrow's mind. Morrow is not lawful. He is not a good guy. He is someone who will do the right thing in most circumstances. Granted, it doesn't have any lasting consequences for himself or anyone he actually cares about. Now, he's not going to be a monster and let it affect other people he doesn't know. Not if he can help it. But he's chaotic neutral, so he really doesn't care. Now, be that as it may, he's not a bad guy. And I see that Windwog is right. There's basically... we can probably get through the maze ourselves. Of course, if we have a chance to rest. So, if we show this chief the light, it would convince him to rally his people to then throw their lives away trying to get these kids who may or may not be alive in the maze. We really don't need them to throw their lives away. I want that XP anyway. And them shedding their blood needlessly doesn't serve my purposes. As Morrow, of course. I'm curious about this question, though. Why would they give us the opportunity to ask, is there someone else from the surface here? Sol points off to the side. There he is. Hale and hearty. And I genuinely don't know what I'm trying to do with this guy's voice. He's clearly old, right? hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. So laughs, but quickly returns to business. Sh not good. Too many uplanders. Sh not good. Sh not right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. We're not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you, not you to us. How about this? I'll help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but in exchange, stop hoping for a magical sword to appear. Windwog lets out a satisfied... what in the world? Windwog lets out a satisfied laugh. At least someone's talking sense. I know she said at last, but at least fits. Let's move on. You don't understand. It's holy light. It will scare off the monsters that dwell in the maze. So will murdering them. I prefer that option, which makes me stronger. Lan drops his voice. Listen, I don't personally believe in this angelic light, but Sol does. Show him. It won't cost you anything. I'm confused. In the previous episode, he was about ready to drop to his knees and suck a dick just to see the goddamn magic of the angelic sword. But all of a sudden now he doesn't believe in it? So what's his angle here? Something's off. We didn't find the sword. Lan whips around to you, stunned. He clenches his fist for a moment as if planning to shake the truth out of you, but he quickly gets a handle on himself. I don't know why you're lying. No doubt you have your reasons, but I know it's a lie, and you know it. And Wendu knows it. Lan turns to Windwog. Tell him, Wendu. You've performed a chaotic action. Yeah. Won't be the last. Windwog stares blankly back at him. I saw the light shining between the rocks, and then it went out. Lan saw what he wanted to see. Why are you doing this? Doing what? Telling the truth? You saw some kind of light near me and you thought that meant I now have the angel's sword. Oh, okay, I see. Good God. I confused myself there. Now, here we are back in Morrow's mind. He is not someone... He chooses his words carefully because he knows diplomacy is often the easier way to get what you want. To avoid, well, having someone lop your tail off, for example. But that doesn't mean he's afraid to be blunt, either. However, he's smart enough to know when and where to be what. I currently don't believe that there's any need to refer to these poor people as mongrels. I get it. Lan likes calling himself a mongrel. He's welcome to it. I am not. Not one of these people asked to be like this, so... And mongrels is such a... not a fan. So... we're going to go with the first one. I should go with the second one, because... I would go with the second one if it didn't have the word mongrels in it. Don't worry, I am still here. I'm just thinking. Honestly, I'm just trying to predict everyone's possible responses to each of these choices. Because I'd really like to have Lan's agility. But that's presuming I could even take him with me outside, so... So that's a pretty big, assumption on my part. But I really would like to have his agility. Because then I can get into places like the crevice where we fought the golems and pick up extra loot. The more loot we have, the more money we can make. That's all I'm concerned about. Mind you, I have no interest in making Lan out for a fool, but he is a bit of one, isn't he? I could also say nothing but... Still, I just don't like... Heck, it's not even the... The gullible part doesn't even bug me that much, does it? We'll say nothing. Lan looks at you expectantly and sighs when you don't answer. Right. You and Windu have worked everything out between yourselves. You've played me for a blind mole here. Lan barks a hollow laugh. Everybody around me said they didn't want to go anywhere or save anyone, but I didn't believe them. I always have to take things further than anyone else. Isn't that right, Chief? Fine. I see how things are. I don't need any more convincing. Lan offers a crooked smile. Yeesh, Lan. Miracles are not meant for us. We, the tribe, we wait. If you're one of us, you will wait. You're not going anywhere. Uplanders, rest now. There is a hut over there. You can rest there. Lan is silent, his eyes shifting from Ute and Sol to Windwog. You made the right choice. It was the lesser of two evils. And now, rest so we can be at our best when we go into the maze. I promise to lead you to the surface, and I will. Combat victories and other achievements give your character XP. After accumulating a certain amount of XP, your character gains a level. It allows them to take a new class or raise their level in one of the classes they already possess. Nice. And also gives other advantages such as increased HP. When a character gains a level, they can get new feats, learn new spells and skills, and increase ability scores. The exact improvements a character gets depend on their classes and the total number of their levels. We gained a fat 1,250 from that exchange. It didn't have to go down like that if... Well, it wouldn't have gone down like that if Lan wasn't such... There's just something off about the way... About how eager he is to get to the surface. Granted, the prophecy that they were all waiting for has technically come true, but how he wants to go about it basically throwing lives away to rescue the children. If the children are his main concern, the 5 of us here now can take care of that. We don't need to involve the rest of the villagers. I'm just trying to explain to you the way Morrow sees it. We don't need everyone else there. We don't need extra bodies getting in the way and dying for nothing. Those people can stay here, stay safe, live their lives as they always have. I wish land would sit still. That's why I decided to side with Windwog, she of the strange and rather unpleasant to say name. I said say, but I meant pronounce. Anyway, you know what? Fine, we'll go ahead and play a little longer. We actually haven't done all that much, and because of how dialogue heavy it is, and how long I tend to take making decisions, ooh, loot. As a result of those factors, I'm just going to go ahead and play just a little bit longer, just a little. Now, of that little, I'm probably going to be weird. Nature sense. Okay, yeah, that's a passive, so that's why. I have, yeah, so we have that already. It doesn't look like this, which is a shame, but so we basically get nothing for this level. And we still have 2 more levels to go before we get the one ability that we actually need. Well, frick. Let's see. As the leader, he doesn't need to be athletic. Though his mobility is absurdly high. Doesn't care about stealth. Go ahead and stick that in there. The skill depends on charisma ability score. Pretty sure we have used magic device. Trickery represents the talent to perform tasks that require fine manipulation. Disarm traps or devices. Probably have people better for that. Not going to worry about so we've got the highest rank of that. Who has the highest for... We still have the highest for mobility. Oh, there's Lan. And naturally Lan has +6 in athletics. Okay, that'll do. And we gained absolutely nothing for this level. Horgus Gwyrm. Ah, right. This is the guy I was told also came from the surface. From the look of him, he is someone who has been living in the easy life. I don't like him already. Finally, someone from the surface. I was beginning to lose hope. An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothes approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gwyrm. Yes, that's Gwyrm. You have no doubt heard of me if you've spent any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition for you. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived in the city, then. You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived and the city's been razed to rubble. You should know that you're looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Canabras. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Worm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city, I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? You have Horgus Gwyrm to thank for that. I don't care how he ended up here. What's this business proposition? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I am determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. You look like you've spent your entire life surviving in the wilderness. How dare you read my backstory? It's private. I can't think of a better recommendation, given the circumstances. You're strong. It will be no trouble to you. But I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city and I shall pay you 1,000. Let's do this. Diplomacy, then. Let's play at diplomacy. Horgus's gaze is piercing. Are you taking advantage of my dire circumstances? Very well. Make it 2,000. I'm betting he does not have the money on him right now. And I'm betting that once he makes it to the surface, provided nothing tragic befalls him before we arrive there, he's going to renege and suddenly forget that we had a deal in the first place. He looks slimy. You can see it's especially right around the neck area where it meets his jawline. Really slimy in there. So, money first. I would gladly pay in advance, but all my wealth is up on the surface. Fear not, the word of a Gwyrm is worth more than platinum. Ask anyone. Horgus Gwyrm has never reneged on a deal. Well, you're not dead yet, so that can always change. But since we literally have no other option, and I want this money, fine. Yeah, whatever. Bye-bye. Go on. Don't forget our agreements. When you find the way out, be sure to tell me. Naturally, we have to do all of the hard work, but if he lives up to his end of the deal, that's a significant amount of money to be made. For doing something I was already going to do anyway because I have no other option. Ooh, a thing we can loot. Oh, yeah, we have a horse now. That belongs to, Windwog, and he's supposed to be black, but he's brown, and he's a little fat. I'm kind of annoyed by that. He's supposed to be black, but he's brown. It literally said, black horse. I clicked, black horse. We have a brown horse. Maybe I can kill it and get another one. Anyway, let's see if there's any other loot to be had before we go on. You know, I tried to get her to ride the goddamn thing, but she doesn't want to do that. So, we can't be friends. Where the frick is this camp this guy wanted us, or tent you said was unoccupied? I will go ahead and take this. Gross fish from a gross stream. Decorated scabbard. That's where he is. Vendor. Oh, nice. But does this Khajiit have the wares I want? For the coins I have? Although I will be more than happy to sell him all of my junk. Let's see. Dyra can buy the trophies you've brought from the caves and sell something you might need in the adventure that awaits you. For example, potions of cure light wounds. I mean, why not? You there! A tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling. Oh. I misinterpreted that. By an enormous swelling, smiles broadly at you, showing off her double row of small, sharp teeth. You, from the surface. You must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dyra. Let's trade. Why are you so eager to trade with me? Because all of the people here are no better than animals now. Dyra yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues. Our forefathers lived in the city, like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, crusades. But I can care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folks can buy and sell. Eh? They've all forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plant roots and go on about the feats of the Crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need help remembering. I have coins, and I have things to sell. Now let's trade like proper city folk. You know, I think I just might. I really need some water. Please tell me you sell a throwing weapon. Oh, thank you. Do we have anything else throwable? Quiver of cold iron ammunition. The owner of this quiver can use it to shoot 20 units of cold iron ammunition. This ammunition is known for its effectiveness against demons and fey creatures. It's forged. Speaking of demons, why did they split up demons into 3 separate categories? Magic, slaughter, and strength. Who thought that was a good idea? They were all demons. They don't need to be split up into subgroups. I gave one of these idiots the class that allows them to choose what brand of creature to have a hate on for. And I chose demons because they're obviously going to be the overarching threat for this game. There were 3 subgroups. Why? They're all demons, but you're separating them based on what they use to attack with? I'm legitimately upset, startled, and confused. But, whatever. First off, let's grab this throwing axe. I need someone. God, that guy has a lot of freaking health. But that's mostly because I want him to be able to take a beating in place of someone else if it ever comes to it. Horse can't use weapons. I can't buy horse armor. But she can use a heavy crossbow. The heavy crossbow is the one. Are you trying to tell me someone can equip 2 of these? No, surely not. A great axe would definitely be a 2-handed weapon. There it is, 2-handed. Yep. And of course, if the light crossbow was 2-handed, the heavy crossbow was going to be 2-handed. What is range 50? Heavy crossbow, range of 50 as well. Longbow's got a better crit, but holy crap. Is that how much money that costs? 200. Good God. That's gross. Absolutely gross. And you've only got the one. That's a bit expensive. Let's see. Wait. Cold iron is, according to the quiver's description, effective against enemies, effective against demons. And I notice, of course, that it doesn't specify whether it's magic, magic demons, slaughter demons, or strength demons. But I'm not going to get upset. Kaba is literally worth 1. Masterwork light crossbow. Well, it still only does 1 to 8 damage. I'm probably not even going to include this, and no, I'm definitely going to include this because I just went on the rant about the demon subtypes. So yeah, this has to stay in. In which case we keep the bottle of oil. That'll definitely come in handy. Flail. Masterwork Greatsword. Well, that may get us what we need. Because as it stands, I really do want to have something to use against demons. Especially if we're going back up to the surface, which we are. And since we are, I would like to have something just in case things go tits up. As fun as it sounds, it's not going to be a good time. So, let's see. So he can wear leather armor. Oh yeah, scroll of... Oh, you have no idea how heavily I depend on Greece in the other game, the other Pathfinder game. Oh man. Yeah, so that's coming with us. Everything these sell for 50 each. Gross. Actually, the enhancement on this armor is, well, it's 2300, so it doesn't even fricking matter. Potion of protection from evil and chaos. I do want more potions, though. Okay. Actually, I probably should have our frontliner equip the cold iron sword, huh? I want this heavy crossbow, but also, as a result of my adventures reading through feats and other skills and things unlocked by these other characters, I've learned that the reason why he keeps missing his 3 attacks is because, well, you get reduced. You get penalties on attacks because you have multiple weapons equipped in each hand. That sucks. But it's fine because I only wanted him to have a ranged weapon to begin with. He was never meant to be on the front line. Inventory,
I
right?
stand ready.
So can I have... Yeah. Should be fine, right? What's the range on this? 30 feet. Good enough. $1d8. Yeah, they heal for the same. So I can keep either one on. Okay, is there anything else? Does she have bracers on? No. What? What is wrong now? Non-stacking bonuses. Fine. Jeez. Can't have any fun around here. He can't equip bows or crossbows because I mostly focused on having him using throwing weapons, so it's fine, I guess. I would like him to be on a horse or something. That'd make him so much more like a commander. I like it. We'll probably... That's probably going to have to wait. Right, as I was saying though, we got a horse and that belongs to her. She's going to ride that in battle. Hopefully it doesn't suck. I read it, but I don't remember anything I read, so... I think we're fine, right? She's got the shield. Oh, right, we wanted to give her the cold iron. This is one. Yeah. Give her the cold iron scimitar. She can't use the grease scroll. He's slightly encumbered, but that's part of his... I would have to take this off. And we're once again just barely scraping by. Anything else? Enlarge person. No. She's still over. This is kind of annoying. Can horse wear bracers? Horse wears bracers. How dare you look black here, but you be brown in the overworld? Also, just gonna sort of if I can, just let me... So we can put armor, well, armor of a type on him. Necklaces, capes, gauntlets somehow. We have these. Well, that's weird. Not going to question it though. You know me. Unless you're new here. In which case, hi.
Our path leads on.
So what else do we have to pick up around here? Okay, so this is the place. Slimy skin and shiny chitin. Jeez. As time passes, your characters become tired and act less effectively. You can see this by the fatigue and exhaustion condition icons on their portraits. These little blue ones here. This is why they need regular rest. While resting, all characters restore a portion of their lost hit points. Spellcasters also replenish their spells. Rest also helps you get rid of some of the negative conditions, and it takes at least 8 hours. I have no idea why someone is storing eyeballs in this bag, but I thank them.
I will guide us.
This is going to go somewhere we don't need to be right now. I will guide us. Nine hours spent in safety. Okay. Oh. Oh, man. Stretches shouldn't feel that good. It's time. We're heading out now. Land won't get in our way. Windwog breathes in deeply through her nose, her eyes narrowing in concentration, like she's trying to taste the air, to detect even the faintest sense. Finally, she gives an approving nod. Land won't get in our way. Where is he? On the way to his death if he decided to go it alone, or maybe he's in a hole somewhere crying about how lonely he is. I don't care either way. Are we just going to leave Horgus and Anivia here? Getting you all out at once would be difficult. We'll let the injured woman recover. You think I like knowing there are uplanders sitting in our village? But trying to drag an injured person through the maze would be suicide. Don't even get me started on the other one. He's not going to get off his backside unless we send a litter to carry him. I don't know what this is, and this is dumb. It's a really weird like, what the frick? It's just a really dumb question. It shouldn't be on the list. This list should be 5. We should only have 5 options here. Let's go. It's time to get out of here. Windwog nods. Right. And another thing. You could have chosen not to listen to me, but you did. That means you have real strength in you. A strong person can take the truth even if they don't like it. And the truth was on my side. I want to say thank you. You saved the tribe from a stupid mistake. They're alive now because of you. I have to be perfectly honest, I didn't think about how that would turn out for them until she actually brought it up. So I appreciate that. Now, let's go to the boats. We'll get there fastest by water. And I noticed land is missing. Which is exactly what, if you guys may have noticed that the cross indicating that he had a level up available was still on him. That's because I fully expected he would not be here sooner or later. I didn't expect it to be this soon, though. I will say that.
Where do you want me?
I want you riding your goddamn horse. So get on the goddamn horse. I just wanted to ride the horse. I went through all the trouble of giving her this other class because for some goddamn reason she's a hunter. What the actual frick? And they have nothing but armor skills and what the actual frick is with her class selection? I mean, I appreciate her being pragmatic and wanting to preserve the lives of the rest of the people here, but I can only ignore so much stupidity, and this is just not. This is excessive. But with all that said, I can't ride the horse unless, I don't know, I guess unless I'm in battle or something. It's really annoying. Or maybe I just can't right now. Also, right, because I was fully expecting land to either not become unavailable, leave, or just disappear, I increased her athletics. So wasn't Lan at 6? He was at +6, so she should be just as good as him. And therefore be just as useful without being Lan. Which is a shame because I liked the way he looked. But I will take creepy spider cat over an idiot any day. So, this is the class. You see all of these goddamn armor skills, and then there's stuff like this. Bravery, this doesn't... Oh, my apologies. Not hunter, but fighter. Because, you know, you use bows with that. He said, shrugging awkwardly. So we've got precision shot, but... Oh, okay. So Morrow's going to need something like that. Why is this a feat in the fighter class? Whatever, I'm not going to think about it or ask questions. I don't care. The only reason I came here was to find out why I can't get on my horse. Or get her on the horse. This is the proficiency, simple weapon, whatever. Oops. Animal companion. See, and here we have our favorite enemy, demons of slaughter. It's dumb. It's dumb. Okay, so right now she's only a level 1 ranger. Ranger Nomad, my mistake. And level 2, she gets to choose some archery skills, which is always appreciated. Or no, she is at level 2, so she got to choose that. Right? No. Whatever. So. Yeah, so. Fight the Ranger Nomad's at level 1. I should be able to ride the goddamn horse. Was I deceived? I know this part probably doesn't interest a lot of you, and frankly, that's fine. I don't blame you in the slightest. I really don't. I want to know why I can't ride the horse. I'm supposed to be able to ride the horse. I literally have an ability that lets me ride the horse. So do I have to do it in battle? That doesn't make sense. Mario can transform between human, or shift between human and, what is it, Kitsune? So, like, I know it's Kitsune, but whatever. But he can shapeshift back and forth whether in combat or not, so she should be able to do the same. Oh, okay. Now, I have been recording for 2 hours. I cut out a significant amount of the business earlier involved with leveling, or, you know, applying their gained levels, but you really got to remember that combat isn't as good for leveling as quests. That's going to be important to remember. Anyway, I'm a little put off because I wanted to ride the horse. That's what I really wanted. Nevertheless, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back the day after tomorrow with another episode of Pathfinder, provided that these videos are actually getting any views. I haven't checked the previous one, and I probably won't until next Saturday. So yeah, I'm just going to upload on and off this week. Well, not upload on and off, but alternating between this and the Glenmoro mod for Skyrim Special Edition. I really want to take these folks back out and wander around some more, but I highly doubt there are going to be any more enemies. So, with all that said, we will see you, and probably Land's shredded corpse, next time.